Hey y'all, so greetings from New York, greatest city in the world, and worst franchise on Bravo, unfortunately. So I thought long and hard about this. And if y'all follow me, y'all know this is a very, very hard announcement for me to make, especially when it comes to reviewing a Bravo show, and especially this franchise. But as y'all know, I was supposed to review episodes 7 and 8. And with episode 7, I was watching it. Um, I already fell asleep on it, but then when I saw it, and that I want to curse so bad. Damn, I got 64 people in the room already. Shit. Um, I saw the pregnancy prank, the rumor prank, and I was like, is these bitches for real right now? Like we making up plot lines, and production was in on it. When I see episode 8, which also my attention was just not focused on. And look, I know I'm behind on Salt Lake City right now. I was going to get to that. I was also going to get to New York and do 2 episodes of that, but I'm just like, you know what? I don't think I could do New York anymore. Like I'm not interested in it. And look, like the caption says, get somebody else to do it. Like y'all, I feel bad, but I feel like it's not going to get any better. Um, I feel like even me trashing every episode, it's just not worth the time and the effort. And then Married to Medicine is coming back too. So that's already another show like that I got to do. So I'm just like, why? Why even bother? Why bother? So from here on out, I'm sorry to tell you, for the people that are still watching Roni, that I will not be reviewing it any longer, anymore. I'm still gonna watch it, like on my own time, like whenever. But I'm just not gonna sit down and actually review it, take notes or whatever. Like first it started out, I was excited for it, and then I will watch the episode, then take notes on the second episode. As the series progressed, it was like, okay, well, I don't want to watch this twice. Um, I want to just take my notes on the first watch and then just talk about it with y'all. And now this is to the point where I don't even want to watch it. Like I don't even want to do a review or recap because it doesn't make any sense. Like what am I doing? What am I doing? And you know how I usually say who's encouraging this? Like for me to keep reviewing this would be me encouraging Bravo to keep this travesty on TV. They need to cancel this. They need to do something drastic because this ain't it. Right. So look, I almost, Dubai was tough to get through, but I got through it and it was at least interesting. It was at least interesting. But with New York, I just feel like there's no saving it. Like we already know what's going to be the big thing with Bryn versus Uba. Nobody cares. Nobody cares because look, Uba's likable, but she's not really bringing much to the show, and Bryn has just done a complete nosedive in likability. So it's just like I don't care about that. Maybe I'll come back in with the reunion if something big happens. I'll do one review of the reunion, but doing episode by episode, nah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I think they should cancel it, but I think if they want to save it at some point, like maybe they can integrate, like maybe get 2 girls from this cast, get maybe 3 from old school Roni, and then add 2 people like that's really gonna shake shit up because this ain't it. This ain't the city that I like. So let me see what y'all saying. This is y'all time to ask me any questions you have about this because I feel really bad. Like there has never been like in my how long have I been on here? 4 years on YouTube doing reviews. I have never stopped doing a review like on a series of Housewives. Now, I stopped doing House of Villains because I just, wasn't getting the views and it was just becoming a chore to keep up with. But I've never done that with Housewives ever ever. So me doing it is like, because I'm a completionist. I felt like a quitter. Like I really was gonna try to like just white knuckle a review, but I talked to my girl Brooke Ashley, and I was just like, look, I'm thinking about just giving up on Roni. Like I just can't review it anymore. Like I'm not having fun doing it. And she was like, Chris, I gave up Roni 2 episodes in. Do not feel bad. And if it don't make you money, don't do it. So shout out to Brooke Ashley. I appreciate the advice. um yeah, it's terrible. Like I really did try. But yes, I see y'all talking about Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Oh my God, my mouth dropped last night watching. It really did. So, as y'all know, I'm going to be at BravoCon. I keep saying BravoCon, y'all. It's going to be an iteration of BravoCon. But tomorrow, my flight to Miami is to Bravo Fan Fest. And I'm really excited. Y'all got me there. Y'all got me the tickets, the plane ride there, working on the hotel and transportation. Um, so this is the last day, full day that I'm doing the GoFundMe. It is in the chat. It's pinned in the live chat. It is at 1190. My goal was 2,000, but you know what? I am grateful for those 50 donations that got me in the door and to give y'all some content. So yeah, my flight tomorrow is first thing in the morning. I'm going to watch what happens live that evening. Excuse me. It is going to be like, I think it's like one of 4 Watch What Happens live. I chose the one with Salt Lake. I ate and I just drank a big like gulp of water before this. And it's a live show, so it's whatever. It's Salt Lake City and Atlanta. The guest that's going to be there is Lisa, Meredith, and Heather, I believe, and then Portia, Cynthia, and Phaedra. They're all going to be at that Watch What Happens live. That's the one I'm going to. And then Saturday, it is going to be from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. straight. It's basically like a mini BravoCon. So I'm gonna try to get in as much interactions as I can. I'm gonna try to get that on stage. I'm gonna try to like talk to Andy, ask him what's the dealio with New York. I gotta ask him, like, what's going on behind the scenes? Are they gonna fix this? Fix it, you know? So yeah, but thank y'all for getting me there. Whoever donated to the GoFundMe, I appreciate it. If you want to do some last minute donations, like $1 here, $5 there, it would help me towards like paying for the rest of the hotel as well as just transportation for those 2 days. But I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Like me and Alex are having a great week. I'm not sure if you haven't seen his stand-up for Kempire. He did amazing. We also talked a little bit behind the scenes about it on Patreon. We just filmed that as well if you follow the Patreon. So while I'm on the plane, I'm going to be editing because, I'm always working. We did Pop Roast Extra earlier tonight. We answered a few questions and we shoot the shit. So I'm excited about that. He said some other stuff when he was in LA. But if you haven't seen it, go to his channel. And then, tomorrow I'm going to be, in Miami for Bravo Fan Fest. So I'm glad we're doing some good, We're doing some good things, What else I wanted to say? Oh, also, y'all, we know the whole Jussie Smollett, Sister Smollett, hee-hoo. Yes, we know about the headline, and we are strictly going to be doing a Pop Roast episode on that when I get back Sunday. So look out for that. Please do, because we started with that story. Y'all, like the people who watch Pop Roast, y'all already know. Y'all already know how we covered that story, and we got to finish it. We got to finish it. So that's going to be out on Sunday. But yeah, let me see what y'all saying about the topic at hand, which is I will no longer be reviewing Roni season 15. Hey, Chris, can't even blame you for not wanting to continue reviewing it at this point. I appreciate y'all that y'all understand, because I really did try. I really did. Totally understand. Yes, I will be getting to Salt Lake City. I'm going to get to it Sunday, hopefully. But it should be Sunday. A lot of Salt Lake cities. I'm sorry to hear, but I love all your reviews. And can I get someone in the chat who who's enjoying Roni? Let me know if you're enjoying Real Housewives of New York season 15. Let me know in the chat. I'm not going to shame you. I just want to know, why do you enjoy it? Bravo needs to let this franchise crash and burn. Everyone is unlikable on this show except Jenna. Like, who approved the fake pregnancy story? It was crazy. Like, we see all the flashbacks. Like, they got this on camera. So it's the production company's fault as much as the ladies. Like, production should have stepped in, because they manipulate certain stuff what they want on the show. We've seen it on other franchises, but someone should have stepped in and said, this is a bad idea. No one wants to see this. It's crazy. Like, production should be fired for even letting that happen. And I'm surprised even Andy let that fly. I was so confused when he said, I'm not a fan of pranks. And I'm just like, well, how come you didn't step in and did something about it? It gives beautiful gowns. I stopped watching after the second episode, and I loved the first season. That's the thing. Like, the first season, I'm like, okay, they're getting their feet wet. They all don't know each other. And, it's always a little rocky first season. But the second season, supposed to tighten up. And I don't know what happened, but it got worse. Jeez. Like, I know there were some people that wasn't even giving them a chance. Like, they just wanted to see the old ladies. And old ladies, no shade. They want to see the older cast. And I'm just like, okay, we want to see the older cast, but it went off for a reason. I remember season 13. Nobody was missing it then. The ratings were sinking then. And then, do we really want Ramona back? Like, no. Like, I just think this is a separate problem from, not having the original cast. Like, these group of ladies just not it. I miss my white junk girls of the old Roni. And then when the fans got what they wanted, they had a Roni legacy. It looked like nobody hardly watched. Like, can y'all explain that to me? So yeah, the ratings were awful. Yeah, but I will say the worst ratings was the night of, I want to say, the presidential election. So, like, Bravo aired it anyway, and they didn't really care how it did. And then, like, recently, it got its series highest ratings, but that was only because it was after Beverly Hills, which was amazing. And I'm just like, Bravo ain't slick. We know y'all trying to get, the views in, but they had almost 800,000 people watching live for Beverly Hills. And then they lost almost half the audience when New York came on. I didn't even bother watching New York because it just really wasn't a priority to watch. Like, I'll watch it when I'm about to go to bed or something. Like, it was to the point of me, like, which one is it? Like Summer House Martha's Vineyard? Like, I would just let it play in the background while I'm playing Words with Friends, you know? I'm just not invested anymore. And it's crazy because it's the city I live in. And I feel like the only reason I was watching at this point was because of the city it's in. I love New York. New York is like a character in itself. But yeah, it's just not enough to save it. Who would you want to keep and who would you get rid of? I would keep. I would keep Erin. We just need her around different ladies. I would keep Jessel. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't keep Jenna. I mean, I know we like her or whatever, but I want people that's gonna play ball for real. Um, Not Bryn, not Uba. Uh, Sai. No, I don't know. It'd be like two and a possible. I would take to put together with the older Roni girls, like Dorinda definitely, Luann. I'm not sure about Sonia. Uh, Kristen. I would even take her. Like those three, and then put Jessel and Aaron together too. And maybe get two new feisty New York girls, something. Yes, like I said earlier, I am very excited. Can't believe I'm going because it all started from me just wondering, is this a scam? Is this going to be worth it? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know. But yeah, y'all convinced me to, like, put up the crowdsourcing. And I was like, hey, if y'all want me to go, I mean, hey, I'm not opposed to reviewing it if y'all can send me. So yeah, I mean, I really appreciate it. And then when y'all said that, y'all got behind me. Like, look, y'all put y'all money where y'all mouth is, and then I'm going to deliver. Just like how we did for BravoCon. I'm glad it's a mixed cast, but I feel you. Plus, it's no contest with the other franchises currently airing. Right. I completely feel you, but it's not you, it's them. Not worth the energy. I'm a New York native, and Roni hasn't been representing New York like it should be. Like, there's so much to do in New York, y'all. And they sitting around making up, like, rumors? Fake pregnancy rumors? Really? Yes, if you had to choose three and get rid of the rest, which ones would it be? I already said my three. It would probably be, if I had to choose three, Cy, Jessel, and Aaron. It's BravoCon Light. It is. Late but here. The show is a freaking punishment, and I don't blame you at all. How far did we make it? I don't even remember. Um, I made it to episode 6. And I'm sure there's like maybe 13 episodes this season, 14, and maybe a 2-part reunion. That's it. So yeah, I'm still gonna watch. And if maybe I'll talk about it, like if I have an impromptu live or something. But to dedicate my time to it and review it, nah. I do feel bad though. Hey Chris, I stopped watching after the second episode. A lot of people stopped watching after the second episode. Another person. Another one. Another one. I would put it on to fry my fish, but that's about it. Exactly. Ooh. Y'all know I don't be talking a lot. Like y'all see me on live, and it's like between the edited ones, I could take breaks or whatever. Like I'm not just continuously talking. Like I'm watching the episode and then I comment. With this one, it proves a little bit more challenging. I don't know how my homie Matty Rance does it. Like he be having 2.5 hour reviews. And I'm just like, sir, I would have just been like, like during the live, you know? I haven't watched Roni since the disastrous season with Ebony. Enjoying Roni as background noise to help me fall asleep. You know what? That's what I do. Like, I don't like to sleep in silence. I'm not sure if I told y'all that. Like, it's my mind, like, I think too much. And when I think too much, it's hard for me to go to sleep. So I need something in the background to, like, drown out, like, silence. But I did like old girl getting caught running her mouth on a lie. Send them with Dubai. Yeah, they're going on pause after this. I didn't like the first season either. I didn't finish it. I tried this time around and couldn't. Roni has been a struggle, and it's such a shame. Besides ATL, they had the best one-liners. I know. Like, is this where we are? Oh well. Pause, Roni. Let's try it in another major city while they recast. Absolutely. The cut scenes between the play dates in this episode were cringe. Also, the pranks are awkward. I wonder what the deal is production wise. To be honest, y'all, like I watched episode, what was it, 7? And then I watched the beginning of episode 8, and then look, I couldn't tell you what happened. I don't even know how the episode 8 ended. I just don't care anymore. I don't. I saw a lot of people saying they turned it off after Beverly Hills. I did. Why don't reality shows get canceled these days? Because they're so cheap to make. That's why. That's why. Aaron, Sai, and Jessel, you would keep them. Aaron, Sai, Jessel, and Uba. I mean, Uba is pretty, but I don't know. Like, she's not really doing, like, she's disappointing me because she's not really talking about her life like that. She should have been a friend of this season. And then that would have been, I wouldn't have no issue with her. I don't trust Erin to not produce herself. I would keep Sai maybe, and that's all. Well, I feel like other women will call Erin out on her shit. Especially, you know, people who's used to being on a reality show. Like she couldn't play that shit with the OG Roni girls. They seem so fake and forced to be New Yorkers. I agree. Uber has no friends, family, or associates, needs to keep unloading on the staff. Oh, wow. I didn't know about that. Let's put the money for Roni into the Potomac cash truck. Ha ha. Good one. You might as well go, and if you didn't like it, at least you went. I guess you're just joining, but come back. Like, watch the replay. Like, I tried. I really did. Sai, Justin, and Aaron is the best bet. Oh, ooh, I don't know what you're saying there. As a friend of the show, but Angina as trying to give me a stroke. Only if she shows her relationship. I'm guessing you mean but Jenna, but Jenna as a friend of. Only if she shows her relationship. Let's get a Chicago. I've been wanting a Chicago franchise. Okay, we got tech, real estate, fashion, art. How are we not displaying any of this in New York of all places? But we talking about fake rumors to try to start up drama. And then in the next episode, there's drama over what this fake rumor started. Have you tried a standing fan to drown out the noise? I I like the TV being on though. Like I want to follow what's going on TV as I'm sleepy because it's just easy for me to doze off that way. I'm the same way when it comes to sleeping in silence. I think we I think we want some new cities and get rid of some of the old ones. I'm paraphrasing what you're saying because there's some words missing in this. Of the old ones, new people, new stories, new places. Uba is not housewife material. She is too grounded and proud. I think that's fair. Like, we like Uba, but we just don't think she's meant for reality television. Keep Utah for what so we can hear about her. Not Utah. y'all gotta stop typing so fast. Like, check. Clarify all of Uba's solo scenes. She goes in a store and tells them about her life issues. Get a therapist or pay for a friend, girl. Right? Like, who are her friends outside of the ladies? Laugh out loud, walking and texting. Yes, I meant Jenna is the best, served as a rich side friend. Uber reads always fall flat for me. I totally agree. I mean, the whole pigeon thing, it hasn't stuck with me, but it stuck with some of y'all, I guess. I don't really care for it. It was fake AF. I totally agree with you. I'm only going to have this at the 30-minute mark, y'all. I don't think it makes sense for me to like just go into like too many specifics, but from my notes, I will say I'm gonna just do a little cast rundown right quick, like just the problems. So new girl Raquel, like I just didn't feel connected to her at all. Like all her scenes just felt like an afterthought, filler footage. Filler footage. That's what it is. Like just most of her scenes were filler footage because I'm just like, why should we care? Who does she know in the group? Like it's just like a new person telling you all their business, but you don't know anything about them. Like it was just so weird. Rebecca Minkoff, I don't know why you were like even wanting to be on this show. I don't know what you thought this was. You were a worse housewife of New York than Jules. Y'all remember Jules who like put all that silverware in a calzone? And that other chick that looked like I don't know, like Joan Jett or something from season 4 with the twin babies or something like that. Like her, like she was one of the worst New York housewives of all time. But yeah, like I'm not sure what Rebecca thought this was. She's boring. Nobody wants to hear about your religion, Scientology. Just trash. So then Jenna, you're really disappointing me, girl. Jenna, like boss bitch. Like I thought she would be interesting. You know, a lesbian on Housewives. I mean, don't even want to share her life. She's so private. Why did you get on? Why did you get on? If you want to be a private citizen, if you want to be like keep your business to yourself, do not get on TV. Damn, but she likable. And she seemed like somebody I would love to like meet again or hang out with, get a drink. Jessel, you are my least biggest disappointment. Like, I feel like you did what you had to do. You're at least a little bit more interesting than the other ladies. You are highly annoying, but what housewife isn't? But I would say of all of them, I feel like you at least gave us something, I think. And then you have a funny husband who's willing to participate with you. Uba, one of the biggest disappointments because you know you're beautiful. You'll get with the mess. You'll tell a bitch what time it is, but you don't want to share anything. And it's the same thing. Like it's overall. Like none of the ladies they want to curate what they show us, and reality TV doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Like if I agree to have a camera follow me, excuse me, if I agreed to have a camera follow me, and like y'all would know all my business for real. I would just have to say it, and like if the check is big enough, I don't mind, you know. Um, and yeah, I was just tired of Uba talking about her boyfriend who still hasn't been in the show yet. Like, what do you have going on right now? Like the same thing with Bryn. Like, I know Uba works. Like, what does she do? Bryn, the biggest annoyance, the biggest flop, a nosedive in likability. Like it's almost reminds me of like how Leah had such a great season and then just crashed and burned the following one. You try too hard, you're way too contrived. Um, the way you don't even look at the lesbians on the show as people, you like just always make sure you remind them that they're a lesbian. Like by saying, ooh, lesbians, whose lips I'm gonna touch. No, not those lips, those lips. Like, you know, she just does shit like that. And it's so lame. So lame. And what do you do for a living? You know, like I don't know. Terrible. Sai, I feel like you care too much about your image. You're doing too much course correction this season where it's just not interesting. Like, yeah, you told Brim what time it is, but it's just not enough. It's not. And when I was reviewing this show, like, you know, I always like to rate the episode. Like, it was like 3 reviews in a row, like under a 6. And that's bad. And then last but not least, Aaron, who I would put you with Jessel, like my least biggest disappointment, because at least y'all were with the shits. I feel like you definitely give like a housewife vibe. You just need to have like what would I say? You need to have an adversary, like a real adversary, not Bryn who be doing dumb shit, but like an adversary that actually challenges you to like really be sparring, going back and forth with them. I just don't see it because she cowers when it comes to Uba, and then the whole Bryn thing, I just don't believe it, if that makes sense. But yeah, like I said, Aaron and Jessel, I'm not too mad at, but y'all can't carry a show on your own, for real. Whew, like just terrible, terrible franchise. Okay, I'm gonna read these and get off here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Maybe it gets lost in translation. Right, I don't want to hear about Oliver again until I can see him. It's sad because Raquel has an amazingly interesting backstory. I mean, if she were a little crazier and delusional. Oh, thank you. The review is coming. It's just, I can't do it while I'm at Bravo Fan Fest. So you're just going to have to wait till Sunday. Sunday afternoon, maybe Sunday evening. They don't have campy moments like Mary talking to those young ladies at the table at the party at the top of the season. I get that. Jules is crazy and had that crazy divorce over COVID. Cindy, thank you. That was her name, Cindy. Jessel is being herself and doesn't care that she has a big character, doesn't care that she has big character flaws, and shows her dry marriage without any problem. I think that's why, because she's just very transparent. Jenna is another one giving nothing. We need punctuation, y'all. We need punctuation. We met your fiance mom, but not your actual fiance. Make it make sense. Sai was more interesting when she was her great, true miserable self. And Uber rarely participates in things slash always shows up late. Thank you for noticing. Everyone, and I mean everyone from New York City, knows a miserable Puerto Rican like who hates everyone. That's who Psy really is. This not this Buddha version. Oh my God, I have not heard of that. Bryn, we know nothing about. All we have seen of her, no punctuations, is her couch, her brother, and the tap water she gave Aaron in the first episode. I honestly think Bryn would be loved if she had people to bounce off of. She a bone collector in a world with no bones. They only trying to work, don't like the lesbian baiting, though. I agree. Who child, Alex? If I had to keep three, it would be Jessel, Bryn, if there was a good cast, and maybe Raquel. After this rumor, Erin can go for me, but she's in fourth for me. You know what? I forgot Erin came up with the lie. That definitely gives her some demerits. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you for being a tattletale. Well, I don't know what to think, but I know what's really clear is I won't be speaking on Roni anymore season 15. Like I said, maybe I'll pop in every now and then, give y'all a little update about if the show's getting interesting. But I will definitely be at the reunion. Definitely be at the reunion. Um, I might do a review for it. Haven't decided yet. Whew, child. Well, I'm getting tired. Clearly, like, look, I had a long ass day at work. Um, also have to pack. Even though I'm packing for 2 days, I feel like I gotta pack for 5 or 6. But yes, y'all let me know in the comments what you think about my announcement. Have you like quit watching Roni as well? Or are you still watching it? So yeah. With that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all